Part 2 of the Myron
which-
Games reaction. And we live on Twitch right now. Pull up to the Twitch streams. PV2 famous on Twitch every day live for 8+ hours. Nigga, only thing we do is grind every day, uploads on both of the channels you see on the screen. Yeah.
Setting girls the
Well, I
top.
can't hear shit. That's because I don't got my headset plugged up. Wow, that makes so much sense, PV. You're so intelligent. So intelligent. Yeah, we was running 2K earlier, so I had to disconnect my headset from the TV and put it into my controller. But alright, cause where we stopped at? Men need to sleep with 50 girls. Okay, that's what we stopped at. Okay.
That the men the target to sleep with 50.
Well, I still can't hear shit. I know why.
The girls though.
Bro, this shit about to blow me. It about to blow me, dummy. There we go. Now we talking. Now we talking, bro. Let me change the audio for this, cause now y'all can't hear audio. But output settings. Like, why is acting like that today, y'all? Like, what? My stream never act like this with the audio and all, bro. There we go. What? Yeah.
I mean, if every guy sleeps with 50 girls, how's he going to find a virgin or up to
A
5
low
body
body
count?
count,
It's
yeah.
not going to happen.
Well, here's the thing. You got to get out there, get the experience, and then when you're ready to settle down, you're doing it on your terms. And then you can go out to a...
I get what Pops was asking. He was asking, he wanted, like he's saying that every dude should sleep with 50 girls and stuff. But how is gonna be possible to find a virgin if every dude is sleeping with every girl? You exit out all of that. Just hit the X at the top.
place that, you know,
And pass that water back.
prioritizes
You're not
that
gonna
type
drink it.
of society, whether it's, you know, Dubai, maybe it's the Middle East somewhere, maybe a Catholic country, depending on whatever your religion is. But my thing is, I just want guys to be able to be good assessors of female characteristics that are to their benefit as a man versus taking the first chick that gets their pee-pee wet, which is what so many guys do.
Okay, so he just saying like to reduce simp culture. That's what he would recommend, bro. And I'll say you don't need to sleep with 50 girls to understand women and how they operate. You know.
Okay, so you feel like a girl lies to you until you have sex with her, and then you see the real her, and then you can make a judgment.
That's a part of it.
Right.
But you got to sleep with her, and then that's when kind of the mask comes off a little bit, and then you can try to figure out who she is. But the thing is that I just don't want guys. And the other thing too, there's another reason why I want them to do this. I want them to have an abundance mindset, because a lot of guys get with girls so that they can get sexual access. I don't want that. I want them to get with the girl because they want to. A lot of guys get with
They get with a girl out of necessity.
the girl or get in a relationship with a girl out of necessity.
Facts.
I want
Agree.
them to
Agree.
get in there with an abundance mindset, like I'm picking you. The problem is that most guys allow girls to pick them versus them picking the girl.
Nah, that's fire. That's facts too. That's facts and that's fire, bro. That's oh, the mama go. Nah, yeah, that's 100% true, bro. I agree with that.
Because
I agree with that, bro. Because then when you pick your girl, bro, you make sure she apply herself to your standards, bro. And then don't forget that's the mother of your kids as well. So
they're thirsty.
Why can't you have all of that without sleeping with the 50 girls, though?
now you could, in my opinion, you could have all that without sleeping with 50 girls. Like you can understand women without, you know, sleeping with 50 girls.
Like,
Because-
why do you have to feel like you're settling down for no reason and you haven't picked
It's a
them?
good question.
Because you need that experience to be able to come to a place where you're able to figure out which girl is worthy. And I would say after 50
I
girls,
get where Myron coming from with like, just like, you know, cause he won't reduce the simp limit, bro. Like, stop. Oh, we on Twitch. I'm tripping. Stop limping, bro. So if you sleep with 50 girls, bro, pussy don't really have no value to you. You won't be over there simping because you felt the biscuits in it, bro. You won't be doing dumb shit because, bro, pussy is powerful to these niggas nowadays, bro. Like, you won't, like, a lot of girls use that as like leverage and like, you know, and the manipulation too, bro. Yeah, do what I want so you could get this pussy, blah blah blah. You know.
you should have that in place. Remember, this is for marriage. Because remember, guys, marriage in the West for a guy is a very dangerous proposition, especially if you're a higher net worth individual. So I'm saying this is the bare minimum so that you're going to be able to be a good assessor of whether a woman is worthy or not. Now, does that mean if you find the one, right, or if you find a chick that's worthy At 20,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna be like, sorry, babe, I gotta go smash another 30 to
Oh, okay. I get what he's saying.
figure it out. No, but what I am saying is
I get what he's saying for sure.
is a pretty good barometer for you to be able to assess and determine whether a girl is girlfriend material or not. I just want guys to go in with their eyes wide open, and having a higher notch count typically allows you to do that.
What happens to all those
I agree right there.
girls you've devalued, and then you move to Dubai or somewhere, and they're left, until they're 30 without.
She's for the streets anyway.
Yeah, I mean he fucking hoes anyway. Like their body count already fucking haram anyways, bro. So it's like
At that,
if a girl got like 50 bodies, bro, and Myron make it 51, a nigga make it 51, bro, did he really just devalue her, or she been devalued herself and been like,
that point, I look at it like recreational use only. It's just your turn. Like, get your practice in, figure it out. But she's gonna be a whore anyway. Like these girls, like the thing is
But
that
if there wasn't
he not
guys
wrong.
out there giving it away too easy, then how could they be whores?
because girls are having sex with the minority of men. That's the
Yep.
reality.
Due to social media, bro, they got access to these higher earning 6-figure. They got the millionaires, the niggas in Dubai find them out due to Instagram, social media in general, bro.
It's the girls are all chasing the same small percentage of men and fucking those guys.
That's why the percent is majority of women are fucking the minority of men, bro.
So they're gonna be hoes anyway. So you might as well get your experience in with these hoes, get your reps in,
Yeah, fuck the hoes. Yeah.
right? Figure it out, and then
If I was like on that type of timing, bro, I wouldn't fuck a virgin and then I wouldn't fuck a virgin, bro. It would like specifically be hoes only, cause their body count already gotta be high. I wouldn't fuck up a girl, a girl that actually value herself and shit like that, bro.
commit to the girl that's worthy.
And why 50? Why do you come to that number? Why not 100? Why not 30? Why 50?
Because I think by the time you're 35 years old, 50 should be an attainable number for most guys. Not escorts, though. That doesn't, for all people watching, not escorts, okay? That does not count if you're paying for box. I actually don't advocate guys pay for box. I think that's a terrible thing for guys to do. Are guys going to do it anyway? It is what it is. But personally, I don't think it's a good move. But regardless, yeah, I say 50 because, dude, women are promiscuous now, man. Like,
And he not wrong.
I genuinely don't think men understand how promiscuous modern day women are.
I think we mentioned marriage a lot. Is it ever a good idea to go into a marriage from a defensive position with like a prenup or something like that?
I think you have to.
Or
In
does
today's day and age?
set the tone though wrong for the relationship?
For her, maybe.
Can you even prenup in the UK?
You
I don't
can't, but you
know.
can in America. And,
You can't prenup in the
Oh
UK?
no,
Not properly.
Damn.
No offense.
Failed society indeed.
Yeah, no, you have to go in on
Some
defense. Yeah, you have to go in on defense because the thing is that, and people get mad when I say this, but men have to bring something to the table. Women don't. That's why they can say dumb shit like, "Hey, I am the table." Like men,
They probably do not hear none of that because they more of the minority of earners, bro. So they probably don't deal or hear most of the shit that modern women be saying, bro.
have to bring value, period. A man is only of value in the world unless he brings value. Women, however, don't have to bring anything to the table. So a guy's got to go in protecting what he brings to the table because girls, a lot of the times, are incentivized to break up with you and initiate divorce. So how are you going to stop that incentivization? You have to put a hard stop on your resources and access to it because I have seen it before where women literally meet with a family attorney before they get married. Oh, how long do I got to make it wait, etc. It's terrible.
What I found interesting on one of your pods, you went round the table and asked the girls
Instagram. I think he about to say Instagram.
they go with an average guy.
Oh,
after
no, he
you've,
never say that.
Ascertained what an average guy was.
Yeah.
And every one of them said yes, but also every one of them said, yeah, but we'd have to improve together.
Yeah.
So basically, none of them wanted to be with an average guy.
Yeah.
And the chances are he's an average guy. He's always
Women don't respect 9-to-5 workers nowadays. Most, by the way, speaking of majority, bro. They clown niggas that work at fucking Walmart and shit, bro.
going to be an average guy because he's an average guy.
Exactly.
So that's all of that table. We're going to end up in a divorce.
Yeah, the reality is average women don't want average men anymore. And going back to the 5 things I said, 100K a year, 50 women, etc. What that does is it makes you above average. Because when you've hooked up with 50 girls, you have competence to female nature to a degree. Because the thing is with men is that you can't just sleep with girls without bringing something to the table.
Exactly.
So
Like I
if
was
you
saying in
put-
part one. Like I was saying in part one, bro. A man that is attractive to women, bro, automatically is a nigga that add value to the world or some shit, bro. He did something important, something of value, bro, in order to be attractive to all of those women, bro.
hooked up with 50 girls, I know off rip, you have some level of competence when it comes to female nature and not getting famoosed. Because I'm teaching guys how to come into this from a defensive standpoint. My boy Tate would say the Aikido, right? So that you don't get famoosed by girls. Because if you got your money on point, 35 years old, you got some life experience, you're in the gym, got 6 months to a year of savings, etc., you're now what I would consider like a beginner level, higher value guy. You're above average. So now you're able to command respect from women, because the way women operate, I use Pokemon analogies all the time, right? You guys ever play Pokemon back in the day?
Yeah.
Okay, so like if you got like a level 50 Charizard, right, but you only got 2 badges, and you say flamethrower, he's gonna go to sleep, right? He's not gonna listen to you. That's how it is with women. Women operate the same way. You got to be the top gym leader.
I don't understand that analogy. I don't know shit about Pokemon.
Right? With a bunch of badges for women to take you seriously and respect you. And you have to lead by example a lot of times. So what I say is guys have to get their stuff in order so that girls will respect you, especially modern day girls that bring their own stuff to the table.
Do you think the high value girls, like for example,
Their own money to the table,
my girlfriend, I really don't think she would respect me if I had slept with 50 girls. I think she'd think, well, you're just giving it away. Why should I
She'll respect
care
you more.
about you?
She'll respect you more, my brother. She'll respect you more, my brother.
Respect you more.
I disagree.
Cause she understands that
Okay.
yeah, she understands she replaceable. She'll respect you more, bro.
I would also actually disagree, and
Okay.
on this particular occasion.
Okay. So let me ask you this.
It's getting
I'm
spicy.
looking forward to what's coming here.
So let's say you go to the store, right? And you got, let's say, blueberries and, raspberries, right? And you can get either one of them, right? But you always get the blueberries. You have the money to get the raspberries as well, right? They're both similar price. You get the blueberries every time, right? But then another guy, right? He can only afford bananas, 99 cents. So he gets the bananas, right? Who's the more impressive guy? The one who gets the blueberries and chooses to get the blueberries even though he can get the raspberries, or the guy who gets the bananas because he's limited to the bananas?
It's a good analogy.
Yeah, but I feel like I can go and get whatever I want.
But-
I'm cheap, so I could get what I want. I've chosen not to get all of the stuff I want, and I've chosen to be loyal. So I think that's more powerful.
Yeah.
Choosing not to.
But here's the thing. You chose to be loyal. Most guys don't choose to be loyal. They're loyal out of necessity.
Yeah, because they have to be.
That's the problem. I want guys to be loyal out of choice if they're going to do it. That's the key.
I wouldn't say loyal. I'll say monogamous.
I think we can agree there.
He has got a point there, because a lot of guys, it's the first time that they'll get a sniff and they will just literally lock it down instantly because they do not want to lose it. It's like, if I lose this, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
And then she pick up on that, because women are social creatures. She pick up on that. Oh shit, he not gonna leave, so I could do whatever the hell I want, and he gonna stay regardless because I'm the only person that's giving him some coochie. Versus if she understands that if she don't do what she got to do as a woman, then you are gonna have to go to another woman, and it's a different story, bro.
It's true. Obviously, a lot of
So if guys
do
are going to
think
be loyal, right, and be monogamous, that's fine. But I want you to make that decision. And most importantly, I want the girl to know that at any time, you can go ahead and replace her. That's when women behave the best, is when
That's
they know
facts.
they can be replaced. And
That's
I know it
facts.
sounds terrible to have it like that.
Nobody, bro, you cannot disagree with that, bro. That is facts. That's facts.
But it works with employees. It works with people that are your subordinates, etc. They can't get too comfortable. Because when people get too comfortable, what happens? They end up getting lazy. Oh, I can't be replaced. I could do what I want. I run this place, blah, blah, blah. Hell no, you don't. And women are some of the worst offenders when they're comfortable in a relationship with a man. That's when the disrespect happens. That's when they start to act crazy, talk back, etc. So girls act the best when you have other women in line. That's just kind of how it is. So this is why I tell guys, I don't think monogamy is in your best interest as a man, because your only real power as a man is to replace your girl or be able to walk away. So when you say, I'm going to be monogamous, that's fine, but it needs to be a choice. And you can always let her know, yo, I'm monogamous to you right now because I'm choosing it. But the guy that chooses it is way more valuable than the guy that's forced to be monogamous.
I agree right there. At first, I was about to say I disagree, but then he landed the plane and he covered it up. Yeah, I agree right there. I agree.
Going back to the thing you said about 50 girls, right? And now let me tell you why I think she would respect you. The reason why she would respect you is because you had all those girls and you picked her.
Exactly.
Girls never want to admit this, but they want to be picked. They never want to have to pick the guy. They want the guy to pick them.
She knows I could have most girls with the position I'm in, the money I've made, and I have picked her, and I haven't gone and slept around and had all of those girls, which makes me more respectable.
Here's the thing.
I think he missed the point. What Myron said, he missed the point. I think it slipped his mouth. I get what he's saying too, but Myron right there.
It wouldn't hurt you either way. Like, let's say
it wouldn't really affect the relationship. In my opinion, since he already like a high earner, it probably would. Nah, never mind. Because I'd be contradicting myself if I say that. Nah.
You were in a former life, you were a porn star, right? And the day before you guys get married, right? She sees a video of you doing a bukkake with 10 chicks, right?
Yeah.
You bang 10 girls.
Yeah.
She's not going to call off the wedding because she'd be like, okay, this was 10 years ago. He smashed a bunch of girls. It is what it is. But if it was the other way around, you would 100% call off the wedding. So what I'm trying to say is that a man's past isn't that important to a woman, assuming he's not gay, right? He's heterosexual. But if you bang like girls or whatever, right? She's not going to really care or call off the wedding because he still picked her at the end of the day.
Agreed.
Girls want to be picked.
I just don't know. I think if Millie saw me banging 10 girls on a video, she'd probably be like, well, you didn't tell me about that. It'd be more of an honesty thing rather than because of the
either way, it wouldn't
it
wouldn't disqualify you from her, and I guarantee she wouldn't call off the wedding. She'd be like, yeah, you know what? Okay, it is what it is. men are going to be men. Like, women know deep down in the back of their minds that guys always want to have sex with other girls, and I think the biggest thing is I'm not against guys being I don't think guys should be monogamous, but if they are going to do it, I just want them to do it by choice and not out of necessity. Going back to the grocery store situation, you can pick the blueberries or the blueberries or the.
But she respect you more if you pick her out of the bunch, bro. That's a good ass analogy, this nigga, bro. This nigga's a genius.
The raspberries, but you pick the blueberries, even though you could get the raspberries versus the guy that's limited to only the bananas.
Yeah, I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
It should be a choice.
You often say it's too late for a woman past 35 to start a family.
Yeah.
How long is too late for a guy?
I mean, a guy can wait till whenever. I mean,
He can.
Luckily, we age like wine, huh?
Yeah. I think, if you the beauty about being a man is that if you take care of yourself, you go to the gym, you exercise, eat, have a healthy diet, the clock can get pushed back into your 50s.
See, I would say that's not strictly speaking true, because I'm 55. I'll talk from my perspective, but I always thought I didn't really want to go past 35 before starting a family, purely because if I want to play football with my son or enjoy his company and all the rest of it, I want to have him around.
Did he ever play football with you?
I've never played football with you, Dad.
No, but you know what I mean. But if you get too old. Well, if I had a kid now, I could have another kid, no doubt. I would be too old to do those.
I also
things.
think the quality of your children would be less because of your age and your health.
Yeah,
a lot of your sperm.
Well, that comes down to personal preference. But what the point is that men don't have the same biological constraints when it comes to time that women do. Like women, like.
My mic is fucking muted, bro. Can't be fucking serious. You just fuck everything I said.
By the time she's 30, 35.
Oh, no. What I was saying was the difference is, bro, the age thing. If a woman wanted to choose to start a family at 35, bro, at 30, most of your eggs are, like 90% of your eggs and shit are gone. So it's like a risk going, the older you get, it's a risk a higher risk of, you not bringing that child to term. And families consist of what? Kids. And y'all both want kids. What sense does it make to start a family at 35, when you could start it at like 25 or something like that, bro? As a woman, obviously, bro, a nigga could bust nuts.
Old, it's like, oh man,
whenever.
Current time.
Well, a lot of people refer it to a danger zone for having kids because of the obvious problems.
Yeah, but for a guy, assuming you take care of yourself, etc., you got like an extra 10 years plus on a woman. So, but it comes to personal preference, like your parenting style. How much do you want to be involved from a physicality standpoint? Do you want to play with your kids all the time? So it comes down to the guy.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be an old dad.
Fair enough. And I think the beauty is, at least for us, like for men, we can pick that. Versus for women, it's like, nah. It's like you better get that guy and have that child somewhere in your 20s, for the optimal.
Do you ever
chances.
feel sorry for those girls that are left on the wayside? Should we say?
No, and the reason why I don't is because women are trust fund babies. Men are self-made millionaires. And the thing is that men are only self-made millionaires if they do the work. Women, however, are always given their $1 million up front. So when I see a girl that's past her prime, that can't lock down a guy, or crying on TikTok because she decided to be a hoe in her 20s, I just laugh. I'm like, you fucked up, because you should have consolidated and found a guy when your value was at its highest.
Yeah, and then feminism be lying to them too, and the parents, bro, the mothers don't even raise their daughters no more and shit, bro. Like everybody just be lying to these women, and not even women, men too, bro. But they always lying to these women. Get a career, girl. Don't focus on no family. You gonna find whatever man you want. Manifested queen. All this extra bullshit, instead of telling her your 20s is when you find your man. Do not go out there being a hoe. If you do want to get a career, that's cool, but just understand the consequences that come with it. This is how you be a woman. This is how you cook. This is how you whatever, bro, But nowadays, what they tell them, get a career, girl. Don't worry about no man. Don't focus on no nigga. Niggas are nothing gonna hold you down. Then when they 40-some years old, probably a 6-figure earner, coming home to an empty house with cats and dogs, bro. And they don't got no family, bro. They just cry, bro.
Instead of being on boats and yachts and in the club and popping bottles and doing all the thought shit that girls do.
But she thought hooking up with you for that night.
Or smashing me, whatever she did.
She thought that was her ticket. She was there. She found her.
Yeah, bro, they be lied to, bro. I do feel, do I feel bad, bro? That's a good question. Oh, shit. Nah, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad for anybody that makes this, bro. At any time, you still in control of your own mind, your own body, bro. And obviously, if you a woman fucking a lot of niggas, you know that shit feel off. You know it don't feel right, bro. So you still in control, and you still gotta be accountable for the decision that you made. So I do feel sorry that they was lied to, but I don't feel sorry that, I don't know how to explain it, bro.
Man,
she knows what time it is with a guy like me.
Why did you leave your job as a Homeland Specialist Investigator?
Okay.
And move into doing like podcasts?
Yeah, so I was a special agent with Homeland Security Investigations. Basically, my duties were I conducted criminal investigations against everything from human trafficking to human smuggling to money laundering. I did a lot of Mexican cartel investigations, Colombian drug cartel investigations, etc., guns, all this type of stuff. Which is why I know the charges against Andrew are BS. I'm like, come on, dude. Like, I actually did real human trafficking investigations. It's BS. But I left because what ended up happening was the YouTube channel started to take off. So in 2020, I had, to go all the way here, I started a fitness business.
That nigga Myron got some big ass feet, bro. God damn. My feet big? Nah, my feet is not that big. Myron, yeah, I thought Myron was like a giant in person, bro. Myron is not that tall in person. Probably because I'm tall, bro, but Myron is not that tall in person. Sneeko was taller than I expected, though. I thought Sneeko was like 5'8", 5'7", bro. Sneeko was like 6'2", bro. Sneeko like the same height as me, bro.
This in 2018, 2019, and then I was like, okay, to get more reach, let me make a YouTube channel. So I made a YouTube channel and started helping guys get in shape. But then I realized like guys were having a lot of issues with girls as well. So I was like, okay. So I started talking about like, how to be more attractive, getting in the gym, etc. And then I realized that this is more of like a male holistic problem. And what I mean by that is that like guys don't have certain things in order, which is why they're failing with girls. So I was like, dude, we got to do everything. A lot of you don't have your money on point. A lot of you guys are fat. A lot of you guys are out of shape. And this is why you lack confidence, which inherently then, bam, end product, you're just not an attractive guy because you don't have all these other things in place. So we just started doing the podcast, me and my buddy Fresh, Male Self-Improvement. And the channel started to take off. And then like they called me in one day and they were like, hey, like, dude, you can't be, because obviously I tell the truth about what it really takes to be attractive, etc. Can't be saying this stuff on the internet, man. You're a federal agent. What are you doing? So pretty much they put me in a position where I was like, either YouTube, if you're gonna do YouTube, you got to resign. So I chose to be an entrepreneur, right? And it sucked too, because I really enjoyed that job. Like I think about it every day. Like I have a whole other YouTube channel where I do true crime stuff now, right? Kind of helps me relive it. But it was a great job, man. I have nothing bad to say. It taught me a lot of the characteristics I have now, right? Seeing the world for what it really is, being objective, being disciplined, etc.
Dude, this nigga ankles not hurt with these big ass clown shoes on? God damn, bro, his feet been pointing outwards the whole time. How is his feet not hurt? What you call that? That's called boat-legged? Taylor, which one is boat-legged or pigeon toe? Like when your feet outwards like this. Not like this, but it's outward. Like when people... What is... Boat-legged is when your feet... Oh. So what is when your feet go like this? That's boat-legged too, right? No, that's not boat-legged. That's not pigeon-toe. Pigeon-toe is when your feet be like... Yeah, when your feet like curved in. What's it called when your feet outwards? I forgot what that shit called. Yeah, like that. Yeah, you stand just like Myron.
Because like working that job kept me away from doing a lot of stupid things, because I came on with the job when I was 20 years old as an intern. Then I became an agent at 23. So all my 20s, I was, had a very serious job. So it kept me from doing stupid stuff.
Oh, nah, that's not what knock knee. Cause Jazzy was knock knee, and Jazzy had to get served. Knock knee is when your knees is like touching. Yeah, that's knock. I'm talking about when your feet point outward. Search up what it. Oh, I'm gonna search it up. Gotta make sure my tabs rolling. Always trying to support. If y'all Twitch stream, let me know. I always leave a tab for y'all too, bro. What is it called when a human feet is pointed outwardly? Out-toeing or being duck-footed? Duck-footed? They do call it duck feet. They call it duck feet. I thought it was called boat-legged, bro. I'm tripping. I'm thinking it's called boat-legged.
I don't regret a second of it. And it taught me a lot of life experiences, right? Understanding chain of command, being disciplined, going to work when you don't feel like it.
Appreciate the hygiene campaign.
Interviewing bad guys. That's why I'm able to interview these bimbos so easily. Like that type of stuff, taking notes down. So,
bro, I'm already knowing that shit like a walk in the park for him, but it's probably get annoying after a while, bro. But this nigga was dealing with human traffickers, sex traffickers, real gangsters, real killers, real rapists, bro. The fuck he gonna be scared of a 4'11" female that's talking shit over? Fuck he gonna be scared of that for, bro? Like,
but yeah,
and then that's the mindset y'all gotta have. Like, if y'all like to talk to if y'all like to go out and talk to girls and shit too, bro. If a nigga was to slap you, say you 5'8", bro, the average height, and a nigga 6'2", and a nigga slapping your face, you strong and you bold enough to fight that nigga for your respect, but you scared to talk to a 4'11" midget with an attitude, bro, and with a vagina. Like, what the fuck?
Basically, what
scared of a no?
happened is, like, they said, hey, you got to pick one. I ended up choosing the entrepreneurship, because at that point we had people working for us and stuff, and I was like, I can't leave them hanging. So
yeah, my next question was going to be, do you think you would get sacked for the things that you say online now if you still work there? But obviously you covered on it that they were going to do it anyway.
100%. Yeah, like they basically, so they were basically saying, and here's the thing, like I was one of their most productive agents. Like I had a very big case right before I left, right? Because I was real big on like doing, complex criminal organization type cases, listening to phones, wiretaps, right? In the United States, we call them Title III intercepts. So I was doing all that stuff, and it was a national security case too. It was one of the biggest ones in the office. So they didn't want me to go, right? So they kind of told me, hey man, like, what are you doing?
Tell us more about that?
Sure. What do you want?
All of it, all that detail about that particular job.
Yeah, okay. That shit definitely is interesting. The FBI shit.
So I started my career in Laredo, Texas, which is on the Mexican border. And I started with doing human smuggling, which human smuggling is a crime where, not to be confused with human trafficking. I can give you guys the differences if you want me to. But long story short, when people want to come to the United States illegally, they typically have to go through some type of criminal organization to do so. And since I was there on the Mexican border, Mexican cartels kind of oversee the process, and then people are smuggled into the United States through the southwest border. It could be anything from Mexicans to Chinese to Arabs to Russians, etc. And then
So
every
it's more than just Mexicans coming
Yes.
through that border. That's
Yes.
why obviously Trump said about the wall and everything and making
Yes.
it more
Somebody
secure.
knocking on the door.
yeah, so like and like
Are
if
you
it's
locked it?
Arabs or Chinese or Russians, which those are considered exotics,
No, I thought
they
I
have to
meant
pay
it
a
in
lot more. Like it costs about $60,000 US to smuggle a Chinese national into the United States through Mexico. And the reason why the human smugglers charge more in Mexico for exotics is because typically any country that we have an issue with, right, whether it's China, Arab countries, the Middle East, whatever, Russia, to smuggle them in, that might cause national security issues. The smuggling organization takes risk by doing that, so they charge more for you to smuggle certain nationalities in. So they're making a killing.
Do they just get in, or like are they good to go once they're in? Like when they pay the 60,000, have they got some sort of papers? Like are they
Yeah, like
good to
fake
go, or are
ID
you
or
just
something?
in
No.
the country? And
Good,
that's
great
it?
question. So the way it goes is they're brought up, they're brought all through Mexico, and then they get to a border town. So in my case, I was in Laredo, Texas, across the river, the Rio Grande
River
River.
Grande, that's
Rio
it.
Grande River, yep, is Nuevo Laredo, right? Which is run by, at the time I was there was the Los Zetas, but now I think it's Cartel del Noreste, right? There's always wars going on and new people taking over. But anyway, I was there from 2014 to 2018. But anyway, they got to pay $1,500 to cross the river, and then once they cross the river, they're paying as they go to get to new locations. So they got to pay a certain fee to this stash house operator. When they get to Nuevo Laredo, then they pay another $1,500 to cross the river. Once they get to the next stash house, they pay another amount, and their family's the ones paying the money in contact with the smugglers the whole way. So they're paying as they get closer and closer to their destination. So when they make it to Laredo, the next job is to get them out of the southwest border up to San Antonio, which is like a very big hub city, which is about 2 hours north, right? They get them to San Antonio, and then from there, typically that's where they got to pay the final amount to get to their final destination from there.
Is that why San Antonio so like more of like a Mexican kind of vibe? Cause so we went on a family trip to San Antonio, bro, and like we went to Six Flags and a lot of water parks, and a lot of it was like Mexican themed. It was like
And then this is where the human trafficking
Interesting.
occurs. If they don't have the money to pay, that's where they have to start paying off the smugglers, whether it's through working or some kind of, indentured servitude, etc. So that's the difference between human smuggling and human trafficking. Human smuggling is typically to get the person into the country illegally through some illicit organization, and then the human trafficking will typically occur after the fact when they don't have money to pay off the debts.
It's almost making debt slaves of them.
Yeah.
Bringing them in and then.
Yeah, and that was a
betting them.
very grossly simplified version of it, but that's generally how it works. I can go into more detail if y'all want.
Yeah. So when they actually get there though, they're all good to go, or like
They're
No,
illegal aliens.
They're illegal, so they don't have documents. Now, some organizations will go ahead and hook you up with documents too, whether they're fake or whatever it may be. But a lot of times, yeah, they're undocumented aliens. They don't have papers. They just, will get with a family member and then they'll get some type of legal work.
yeah. So it's literally just pay me. I'm going to get you there, but then you're probably fucked anyway when you get there.
Yeah, well, because the family is paying the smugglers the whole way, and then when you do get to your destination, if your family member paid, then they're going to deliver you to wherever they agreed to drop you off at, and then you meet with that family member and they take you wherever you're going to go.
Did they not recently have an amnesty on illegal aliens in the States, or did that never take place?
It depends. I think they had it for certain nationalities.
Okay.
But I haven't kept up since I've left. I left in 2020.
Yeah.
December 5th, 2020 was my last day with the government.
How did your mindset change from having like a 9 to 5 job to being an entrepreneur in regards to money?
That wasn't no 9 to 5, my boy. Nah, that's a good question though.
It didn't change that much, and the reason why is because so in the United States, right, whether it's the FBI, DEA, Homeland Security Investigations, etc., special agents in general, it's a very unorthodox job. And what I mean by that, it's not a 9 to 5. You work all hours, right? So I could be asleep, and then they'll call me at 2 a.m. Hey, we caught this guy at the port, or hey, we stopped this guy here, etc. And you got to go and respond. So it was like a 24/7 job, right?
So it wasn't a shock when you became an
It wasn't a
entrepreneur.
shock being an entrepreneur. The only difference is that instead of working for Uncle Sam, I ended up working for myself. But me, like I was used to putting in a lot of hours anyway, because when you do like complex criminal organization type cases where you're looking at 50 plus defendants, you're wiretapping phones, you're listening to people, whatever. There's so many moving parts. You're working all the time anyway.
Do you get paid based on your value? Like if you close more cases,
Great
you get
question.
more.
And how much do you get paid?
Sure. This is all public information. So with the feds, the way it goes is you're paid a base salary, and then you get something called law enforcement availability pay, also known as LEAP. So and this is with FBI, DEA, HSI, anyone that's a 1811 or a special agent gets paid on this scale typically. And let's say your base salary for easy reasons is, let's say it's $50,000 per year, right? You get an extra 25% added to that automatic in because it's called law enforcement availability pay. And since they know you're going to be responding at weird hours of the night, maybe you might need to interview a source here, go here, work here, etc. You're all over the place, right? One day you could be debriefing an informant, another day you could be testifying in court, all this stuff, right? You get that 25%, so it'll be 12,500. So you'll make 62.5 that year. But when I left, I had been on the job from 2013 to so about 7 years. I was making like $120,000-$130,000 a year US. So it was pretty good for me because I'm a hardcore minimalist. So like
a slight six figures, well not slight, but 6 figures.
Especially not on girls.
No, not really. Like I try to keep my dates cheap if I'm gonna go with chicks, because they deserve less, of course. But what was I
This
gonna
nigga
say?
a clown, bro.
But yeah, that's how much I left with, and then that's how much feds typically start getting paid. But like you starting out, and also you get paid on locality. So like if you're in New York City, you're gonna get paid more than an agent than like, you know, in the middle of Texas. It gets paid off of like the expense of the city. So like San Fran, I think, and New York are the two most expensive cities. So you'll get more than another agent somewhere else.
So now you're an entrepreneur. Do you have any other businesses that we don't know about?
So I have a real estate business. So I have 12 properties, 4 in Florida and then 8 in Connecticut. And then I also have a fitness business as well.
None out here yet?
I'm thinking about expanding out here because I really do like it here. You know, it's
What's not to like?
yeah, and see, my family's from Sudan, so like I come from like a Muslim, Arab speaking family. So like coming here is like great because, you know, I spent some time in the Middle East when I was a kid, and it's great to like be back and be able to speak the language and brush up on it and get back aware. So, so I like it here a lot.
Have you ever thought about dabbling in OnlyFans management? Because you've got
OnlyFans management.
Yeah.
Nah.
If you were to promote them or even behind
That
the
would
scenes,
be a smart business for this nigga to, bro. He'll make bank off that, bro.
do it.
You know, that's come up so many times, like, oh, you'd make so much money doing it, etc.
He'll make bank off that
I
shit.
wouldn't, because I'm
That's
real
haram.
big on guys not simping and guys not watching porn and stuff. So that would be completely against the message.
It shows how big the problem is as well with what these girls are making.
Yeah,
Like when you hit,
dude.
we had one girl on the podcast a long time ago when
Lauren
the
Alexis.
podcast wasn't even called what it is now. And she was making, well, she is making 6 figures in a day
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah,
It's like,
Bro, these OnlyFans girls making bank. What the bro, they making bank. What the
paying
I
for
believe
though.
it.
It's
Dude,
wild.
it's ridiculous how much these girls make. Like, you know, and when the girls come on the show, we put their Instagrams on, right? And, you know, of course, they'll promote their OF or whatever, which I guess is pseudo indirectly doing it. But, so, you know, it's how you got to get the girls on the show, right? But, you know, we even tell the guys like, yo, don't be a simp. Don't get their OnlyFans. We'll do it right there with them on the panel. So it's funny. But what I've realized is that guys are going to simp no matter what, dude. It's like you can't stop it. Like these girls are always going to be able to get simps to finesse. Like it's just I call it the simp economy. And I talk about it in my book, Why Women Deserve Less, how there's like, we live in a world now where women really don't like most men and they don't need men, but they do understand that this has created a great opportunity for them to make money and monetize because men still have that sexual urge to deal with them. So bam, what ends up happening? Webcam, OnlyFans, pornography, sugar daddy. We have a whole like sex economy where girls are able to monetize on men's lust.
So Google says your net worth is $600,000. How accurate is that?
Way off. It's more along the lines. I mean, real estate's going up and down every day. It's more along between 2 to 3 mil.
Fair
Yeah.
play. That's actually the first straight answer
I
we've had on this podcast.
suspect it's fairly north of that.
Yeah.
You should have done that.
I think that's really good to give a straight answer. Many people don't.
They just
Yeah, I
talk
don't
around
like.
it.
I'm real transparent about my finances. You know, because I'm real big on being a minimalist and like not having.
Y'all know you're a millionaire if you make 1 mil, bro. I thought a millionaire like you make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mil, bro. But that's a multi-millionaire. You make $2 million, you're a multi-millionaire, bro. So shit. Hey, bro, you make 1 6-figure. That's bro. You make 100K 6 figures, bro.
You know, like this Rolex I have, right? People, oh, you got a Rolex. I bought this with passive income. I don't take my earned income and buy liabilities, right? Rich dad, poor dad, rule number 1.
So why do you see that as a liability, not an asset? Because I see mine as an asset.
Okay, fair enough.
Or a store of cash.
Yeah, or a store of
Yeah,
cash.
I just see it as unparking.
Yeah, that's one way to look at it as well. But like
Or
for me, I
sick
looked at
Lin,
it. I still look at it like it's I still look at it like it's like a luxury item that like is I look at it like a luxury item. Like, but you guys are right. It is a way to park your money, of course, especially if you buy like a piece that's gonna hold value. You know, you're not buying, doing dumb nigga shit, right? Icing it out and stuff. But for me, I look at it like if I'm gonna buy something nice like that, I want to buy it with passive income, not earned income. So
it is a liability because you could lose it.
You could lose it, especially if you're in London, right? They'll rob you.
It's not as bad as people make out.
You always say this, but I think you're wrong.
No, it isn't as bad as people make out.
If you walked around in London with your watch on show, you would have an issue.
But I don't need to walk around in London with my watch on show to put myself in that position anyway.
But that doesn't mean that the issue's not bad then. It means that you just don't fully understand it or are not involved in it, which is absolutely fine.
Or you all believe something that's not quite as big as they say
if you didn't believe it, then
for all the UK people, bro, is London really that bad as people say?
you would walk around London with it on show like we do out there.
What? That's like saying, no, I'm not going there. I'm a sensible guy and I know I'll be sensible. So there we go.
But yeah, no, I'm real transparent about that because we have a Money Mondays where I talk about a lot of the times I'll use myself as an example why I tell people like in the United States, right? I don't know how it is in the United Kingdom, so you guys please share with me. But like in the United States, one of the best ways to get around paying taxes is real estate. So yeah, investing in real estate. So I tell guys all the time, like it's one of the best ways to avoid taxes, get passive income, get a whole bunch of benefits. So I'm real big on people investing in real estate. Of course, I want people to be diversified, right? Have your index funds, have your stock market, have your stock market investments, cryptocurrency, real estate, etc. But me, most of my money is in real estate. But I definitely am in all the other asset classes. Hell, I got even silver, precious metals. So
I think that's very similar to you, Dad, isn't it?
Yeah, very similar. And also,
I watched one of your videos on index funds, actually.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, when I first started investing, so shout out to you.
Yeah, we have ISAs as well, which is really, really good for us because we can invest up to 20 grand a year and all gains on that are tax-free. So a bit like your Roth IRA,
okay.
But it's not limited as much. And we can draw on that whenever we want as well. Although the idea is to keep it tucked away.
Of
you
course.
can buy stocks and shares in there as well, which is very nice.
What about real estate in the UK? Like, do you guys get the same like bunch of?
It's not as good,
It's
but
not as
there
good,
are
okay.
different
You get capital
advantages.
gains on your real estate. But obviously, if
If you
buy
sell?
real estate, your capital gains. Yeah.
Okay, but you can't like in the US we have something called a 1031 exchange where you're able to defer you're able to take that money, the profits, and go buy another property. Can you do that in the UK or not?
You probably can within a business, but as a private individual, you'll pay your capital gains.
Lots of the advantages with personal, like owning properties personally, are being taken away, and that's why everyone is doing it through.
Yeah, so commercial property is fantastic because you can do that within a pension fund or an ISA.
But the one good
which
thing
is
about the
very
UK
good.
is the ISA. It's
Oh,
so
which was
superior to
Gotcha.
the Roth
To
IRA.
Roth
It's
IRA.
very, very good.
Okay.
When is enough?
Enough money, or
Everything.
enough womanizing?
You
However
answer
you wanna
however you
take
want.
it.
When is enough
okay. Yeah,
enough?
that's an open-ended question. I don't think I'll ever be able to stop, whether it's the gym or making money, etc. Because I look at it like as a man, like your job is to like be out there and create. Actually, one of the funny things when I was working in law enforcement, they always said, when you retire, make sure you get a second job. And the reason why is because from having that high stress job, a lot of them die. They don't do something.
100%.
So I think as a man, like you're literally put on this earth to go out there and create something, right? And I've said this before, people get mad when I say this, but like as a man, your value is based on what you create, right? Because men have a natural proclivity to go out there and create something. This is why women, I always say, are inherently lazy. And when I say they're lazy, I don't mean all human beings are, but women tend to be even more so because women aren't incentivized to create excess resources. As a man, you are though. Women are designed to create children and families. That's what they care about the most when they end up happening. That's why even the strongest career women, once they have a kid, they're like, okay, that's what matters. Fuck a career. But as a man, you're designed to go out there and create not just enough for yourself, but excess resources. So I think once you stop doing that, like you're just getting ready to get on the deathbed.
Yeah, you're spent as a guy, aren't you?
Yeah, Myron's so misunderstood, bro, because everybody always focus on how his message is sent versus the message that he's sending, bro. People just actually just listen to the things Myron is saying, bro, and not focus on the tone of it or how he said it, bro. They'll mostly agree with everything he said, bro. Mostly. But not everything he said. They'll mostly agree with the shit he said, bro.
Like my granddad retired, died, I think it was 6 weeks later. It was certainly very, very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And he just basically sat in his chair and went,
I can't
I'm
believe
done.
that though. It's like, oh, how did Jimmy die? It's like, oh, he just chilled out for once and then died. It's like, what? Like,
It's crazy.
I've never even
It's
heard
a killer.
Yeah, it really is. And I think that's why so many guys like experience like this might be another controversial take. They experience like depression, right? And they're feeling sad when they're like,
because they haven't achieved nothing, bro. So they don't feel fulfilled, bro, because they haven't achieved, they didn't create, they didn't earn nothing, bro. So of course they're gonna feel depressed and fucking lazy and bored and shit, bro. Like, as a man, you need to achieve, bro. You need to conquer, bro. You need to earn something, bro.
a bum.
They're not creating.
Yes, and I think
Exactly,
a big
bro.
part of it, like, is the reason why you're depressed and you're sad is because you're in a depressed state. So therefore, your body responds like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing? Like, do something. We're gonna make you sad right now, so that you get up and do something, so you don't feel as sad." This is a response to you being a bum. So I think once guys get it's, I don't meet many depressed people that are killing it in life, making money, going to the gym, taking care of themselves, eating healthy, sleeping 8 to 10 hours a night. I don't meet many depressed people that are doing all these things. The other thing too, I mean, if I'm going to be all the way honest about it, is like people are fucking pussies, man. Like, I'll see people that are, starving, right? Kids getting bombed in Syria, people not having clean water.
Bro, that's so facts, bro. Hold on, let me pull up my shorts. That's so facts, bro. I say this all the time, bro, when we talk about the depression topic. I say this all the time, bro. It's crazy how I still gotta type in Lil Snag in order for my YouTube channel to pop up. It's crazy to me, but hold on, where is that, bro? Where my shorts at? Let me go to my shorts, bro. People arguing me down, bro. Cause I was talking about depression and shit. Blah, 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 blah. Spend your time with kids, blah, blah, blah. Juice kid, blah, blah. Oh, depression isn't real, bro. You think he was able to make $8 million before 23 by believing in something that takes power away from him? You think he was able to make $8 million before 23 by operating off how he feel? No, nigga. That's exactly what I'm trying to get the winner's mindset. Y'all still got the loser's mindset. Stop trying to convince me that depression is real. I don't want to be a loser like you. No, this is not the one that they started getting mad at me from. It's another one where I was like, bro, there's somebody in a way worse situation than you, and you sitting there stuck in your head thinking that you depression this the one. Oh, I'm so sad. I can't get up today and go to work. I'm sad. Blah blah blah. When they got somebody in a way worse situation than you. Like, you so selfish, you're not even thinking about somebody else. They got people homeless. They got kids with cancer that don't even get to live next shit, bro. And you complain about your perfectly healthy, normal life that you could fix just like that. Oh, I'm so exactly, bro. This nigga be spending fast. And look at the comments. Oh, look at the comment. Depression is very real, bro. You know, people don't know there are worse situations. Fucking idiots. She just said, people don't know there are worse situations. What the fuck does that even mean? That doesn't mean the other people don't get to live us. Like, shut the straight pussies, bro. Dog, what? Depression is the leading killer in places like America. And none of them, bro, they missed the whole point, bro. There's somebody in a way worse situation than you, and you complaining about your perfectly healthy, normal life, bro. Stop complaining, bro. They got kids with cancer, bro. People that's homeless, bro. Like he was saying, people getting bombed, bro. They had a hospital that got bombed in Ukraine, bro. Like, shut the fuck up. Stop complaining. Stop bitching. Stop whining. Stop. Like, nobody give a fuck. The fuck up.
Electricity, and people over here complaining, crying on Twitter like, "Oh, life sucks," or "Oh my god,
yeah, life sucks." Oh my god, like, bunch of pussies, bro.
I'm sad. I'm depressed.
And I used to be one of them that would defend depression to the T, bro. But I understand it now, bro.
Shut the fuck up. You're over here talking on 5G internet.
They've been born in the West with that big advantage.
Like you're over here. Here's another reason too why I have such little tolerance for people that are soft and cry about stupid shit. When I was an agent, I can't tell you how many times I saw dead children, dead families, maybe sometimes like the mother holding on to her kids. They died of heat exhaustion in the back of a truck trying to come to the United States for a better life. People are dying to be able to have the opportunities that people squander away every single day in the United States, the UK, etc.
It's criminal, isn't it?
It's
bro,
ridiculous.
Myron is so misunderstood, bro. He's so misunderstood.
So when people sit there and say, "I'm sad, I'm depressed," shut the fuck up. You're probably not. You're just a loser.
Facts.
That's what it really comes down to.
Facts.
We give people way too many excuses for their inadequacies. I also think we need to bring bullying back, and I also think we need to go back to telling people they're stupid. We don't tell people they're stupid anymore. That's why people feel so comfortable saying stupid shit. People, "Oh yeah, I'm like a pseudo-intellect. I'll say this."
You got people identifying as wolves and shit.
I make it a point when girls say something dumb on the pod, I'm like, "That was stupid." Oh, that's not nice.
Shut them off.
Yeah, but but we need to go back to negatively reinforcing poor decisions or poor statements or things that are dumb. Because when you accept everyone, right, and you let everyone think that they're validated or whatever, they say dumb shit. It's crazy to me how we live in this clown world where we think everyone's opinion is valid. And we tell the girls will literally tell me, that's your opinion. No, it's a fact. You have an opinion, and opinions can be incorrect. We need to go back to telling people they're stupid. We don't do it anymore. I think we need to go back to it.
Yeah, I certainly agree with that. The world's gone too soft.
Clown
and
world.
we need to do something about it.
Clown world, dude.
Yeah. Thank you very much for coming on the podcast.
Thank you guys for having me.
What a guess.
I'm going to swear too much.
Nah,
you're good,
so.
bro.
Very mild.
Yeah.
You're good.
If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to smash that thumbs up.
W Myron, bro. That nigga always spitting facts, bro. The nigga just keep it a buck million, bro. Like, and then he's somebody that seen, this nigga said he seen a mother holding her kids in the back of a truck dying from heat or suffocation or whatever, just to try to come to the West or whatever, bro, for better opportunities, bro. So what's y'all excuse, bro? What's your excuse for not getting up and I'm so sad and depressed? Like, what's your excuse, bro? You don't got an excuse, bro. I'm telling you. Myron a real ass nigga, bro.